DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, as you might expect, it is Monday evening, and on Monday evenings or on Mondays, I usually do a couple tags. So, no exception for this week. So, we'll see how we can do it. As usual, I'll be starting off with Jasmine's 5 question tag. Hello, Jasmine. Hope that you are well. And let's see, let's just start and see what the questions are. So, question 1. Oh, we're very personal here. Do you snore? Of course, I don't snore. Do you know anyone who would admit to snoring? Actually, I think everybody snores, but like I would snore more if if I had too much to drink. I've been told that by Mrs. DC. Or I guess that I'll snore if I'm really, really very tired, and I like to sleep on my back. So I guess I do snore a little bit. But from what I've understood is I'm not a big snorer, except if I've had a little bit too much to drink. Yeah. So question 2. Are you disorganized? I would say I am and I am not. What I mean by that is that some people are very much into classification, list. Everybody has their way of doing things. I have my um, way of within chaos. What I mean by that, like for example, I will have if I at my desk at work when I used to work, I would have piles of papers and stuff like that. But I knew within each pile what was there. Things weren't automatically classified, but I did know that if I needed something, it was there or there or there. Um, the same with my computer stuff, for example. I've always been good at finding things via search engines or stuff like that, so that even if things were not ultra classified in files and folders, as maybe for some people they were, I would still find them very quickly. So, like I say, I am an organized, disorganized person. Okay, question 3. Are you superstitious? No. I just heard a few moments ago Dave Nicholson mentioned that some people think if you believe in the spirit world, that would be superstition. That's not superstition. The people that think that don't know how to define superstition, but I am not superstitious. I had a grandmother who was very superstitious. For example, if we were 13 people at a meal, and we did have, I think, 13 people, the way it worked out sometimes, she would not set 13 places at the table. One person would sit elsewhere at the table. And I've known her like to do salt over the shoulder or stuff like that, and so I do know that one of my grandmothers was quite superstitious, but in my family overall, nobody that I know of is actually superstitious. They weren't just simply weren't brought up that way. My youngest son was born on Friday 13th. So what? Okay. Question 4. Have you ever hitchhiked? No. I was much too afraid to hitchhike. You know why? If I had ever been on a ride where I hitchhiked and I got home and my parents found out about it, that would have been worse than hitchhiking. But the fear of hitchhiking was put into us very, very, very young. And we just never hitchhiked. Now, from where I came from, though, since we were out in the countryside, loads of people hitchhiked. And my dad didn't pick up hitchhikers except if he knew them, which seems strange, but actually, like I say, in the part of the country where I was, there were a lot of people that were hitchhiking, and very often we did actually know who they were. So we'd give them a ride if we saw that they were hitchhiking. Yeah. And I'd do the same, although nobody hitchhikes in Switzerland. It's very, 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 very rare. It does happen, but it's very rare. Question 5 and last. Do you talk to yourself and answer yourself? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Actually, I've always spoken to myself and answered. And sometimes I think I discuss within myself, because I mean, you can do it silently, or if you're all alone, you can just kind of talk. Especially if I'm walking along. But I mean, if you talk to yourself, it's a way of chewing the cud and basically going over things, and do it out loud or do it, or do it in your head. It's all the same as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I would say I wouldn't probably talk to myself in the middle of in the street, although a lot of people probably think I'm doing that, but I'm actually vlogging. But in today's world, as we've discussed that before, that's less noticeable now because of the cell phones. But yeah, I always have, and I think it's actually a healthy thing because you are going over things when you talk to yourself, and you have then gone through a thought process. Okay, that's it. Those are the 5 questions that I think I've answered. So thank you very much, Jasmine. It was easier but fun little questions. Take care and have a good week. Bye-bye. Let me close this here.